Taehyung, yeah, I definitely don't have a chance with him. Somin, chance with who? Taehyung, him. He said softly. Eyes drifted to the boy across the courtyard. John Jungkook, the boy he had liked for what felt like forever. Somin followed Taehyung's gaze and gasped dramatically. Somin, hold on. My brother? OMG. Taehyung, yeah, be quiet. You want the whole school to hear that? Somin laughed and raising her hand in defense. Somin, okay, I'm sorry, but hey, seriously, why do you think you don't have a chance with him? Taehyung sang, hugging his book to his chest tightly. Taehyung, look at him. He is so popular and handsome and always surrounded by pretty people. Then there it's me, white, plain. Some, excuse me? Did you just call yourself plain? Have you seen yourself in a mirror? You are glowing. If people can't see that, it's their fault. Taehyung, you really think so? Somin, rising up first, playfully. Somin, do you want me to use this to ruin you? How beautiful you are. You are beautiful, Taehyung. Taehyung laughed softly, feeling a little better. Taehyung, okay, I got it. Thank you. Somin, anyway, I have to run. Mrs. Lee is probably planning another detention for me. She rolled her eyes and dashed towards her classroom. Taehyung stood there for a moment, still thinking about Jungkook. He glanced back one more time, only to see a girl, the most popular girl in his school, hanging onto Jungkook's arms, giggle like she won the world. Taehyung's heart sank. He watched as Jungkook didn't move away from her or look uncomfortable at all. He didn't push her hand off. He just stood there, smiled gently. Taehyung turned away quickly, a bitter edge rising in his chest. Taehyung thought, they must be dating. That's the only reason he let her be that close. I guess I need to start ignoring him. Maybe that I can forget about these feelings. With that, he walked towards his class, tried to make himself small, visual. But he was not invisible. Jungkook saw him. Jungkook, oh, Taehyung. Taehyung frozen for half a second, then quickly walked away like he hadn't heard him. Behind him, Jungkook stood confused, his hand still half lifted in a wave. Taehyung walked into the classroom slowly, already bracing for the moment. He had to see Jungkook again. Sure enough, Jungkook was already seated at their usual desk. He smiled brightly when he saw Taehyung at the door. He lifted his hand to wave. Jungkook, Tae, over here. Taehyung looked at him for just a moment, then quickly turned his head and walked to a different bench. This time he chose to sit beside Yoongi, Jungkook's best friend and someone Taehyung was finally friendly with though. Taehyung, hey Youngie, it is okay if I sit here today? Youngie, of course, but why not with Jungkook? Taehyung, I just felt like sitting beside the cat. Today, Youngie beamed with pride. Youngie, finally someone who sees the truth. Taehyung smiled softly. Taehyung, people are blind. You are really handsome. Youngie, my heart. You are my favorite now. They both chuckled and started chit-chatting while waiting for the teacher. But the light feeling is Taehyung's chest fade as he felt a pair of eyes burning into his back. He turned his head slightly and saw Jungkook staring, no glaring at him, and Youngie, his jaw was tightened and his usual smile was gone. Taehyung quickly turned back to Youngie, pretending he didn't see. Why is he looking at me like that? He thought, confused and a little hurt. Lunch break. Usually, Jungkook, Taehyung, Yoongi, and Somin ate lunch together, but today, Taehyung didn't feel like sitting with them. He didn't want to see Jungkook being sweet to someone else, and he didn't want to let his heart get more tangled. So he took his lunch and walked outside, sitting under the big tree in the schoolyard. He placed his lunchbox beside him but didn't feel like eating. The soft wind blew gently and he rested his head against the tree trunk, eyes closed. Suddenly a shadow fell over him. Jungkook, why are you out of here all alone? Taehyung eyes opened in surprise. He didn't expect Jungkook to come looking for him. Taehyung, I just, I just wanted some fresh air, Jungkook. But you didn't even look at me all day. Did I do something wrong? Taehyung looked away. Taehyung, no, it's nothing. Jungkook sat down beside him. Jungkook, it doesn't feel like nothing. You ignore me. You said with Yoongi, you run away from me this morning. Taehyung, you should go back inside. Jisoo must be waiting for you. Jungkook looked confused. Huh? Jisoo? Why would I go to her? She is not my friend. She just clings to me, and I don't know how to stop her without being rude. Taehyung turned to look at him. Taehyung, but you never push her away. Jungkook smiled softly. Jungkook, because I was hoping someone else would notice me, not her. Taehyung heart escaped a bit. Taehyung, what do you mean? Jungkook leaned a little closer, eyes gentle. Jungkook, I mean, I always hope you would notice. I will like you for a long time, Tae. Taehyung stared at him, eyes wide and filled with disbelief. Taehyung, you like me? Jungkook, no. I was just joking, silly. You really think I like you? Taehyung eyes filled with tears that he quickly blinked away. Time escaped. Jungkook looked around the classroom. Something didn't feel right. Jungkook, hey, Somin, where's Taehyung? He didn't come to class. Somin looked up. Somin, I don't know. I saw him in the morning, but We didn't have any class together today. Maybe he went home early. Jungkook, now clearly concerned, turned to his best friend. Jungkook, what about you? Youngie, you had English with him. Did he say anything? Youngie shook his head slowly. Youngie, nope. He just said he wanted to sit with me today. Seems a bit off, to be honest. But he didn't explain. Jungkook let out a sigh and glanced at the cafeteria doors again, hoping to see Taehyung walk in, but he didn't. Jungkook thought, and did I do something wrong again? Why is he avoiding me? He didn't even reply when I waved this morning. He said quietly tried to eat, but his heart was not. The final bell rang. Everyone started to pick their bag and leave for the day. Taehyung was one of the last students in the room, slowly putting his books away. He had worried Jungkook all day. He didn't want to feel hurt again. Just then, someone walked up to him. Jisoo, the school managed girl. She also happened to have a huge crush on Jungkook. Jisoo, well. You finally get some sense and stay away from my Jungkook today. She crossed her arm and smiled proudly. Jisoo, you should keep doing that for the rest of your life because he is mine. Taehyung felt his stomach turn. The way she called him my Jungkook made him feel sick. He tried to walk past her, but she stepped in front of him again. Jisoo, hey. I'm still talking, you know. Then ready? Because all I hear is nonsense, Jisoo. Yeah, don't act smart with me. Then calmly, I'm not acting. I actually. Jisoo, please look at yourself. You're not even cute. Whoever likes someone like you, maybe you should think about getting a new face. Taehyung rising an eyebrow. Taehyung interesting. But I'm not a mirror, Jisoo. If I were, I would break every time you look into me. Jisoo's face turned red and anger. Jisoo, how dare you? Taehyung, also, if you are going to insult someone, at least try saying something new. You've been using the same five words since middle school. He smiled sweetly and added, Taehyung, your birthday is coming soon, right? I'll get you you clearly need it. He picked up his bag and calmly walked towards the door. Jisoo, frustrated and embarrassed, let out a loud scream. Jisoo, ah! A few minutes, a few students passing by stared at her. Jisoo, what are you looking at me? A few students passing by stared at her. Jisoo, what are you looking at? Mind your own business. They quickly walk away, whispering and giggle to each other. 1 week later, Taehyung apartment. It has been one whole week since Taehyung started ignoring Jungkook. He ignored his call, he left his message on read, and when Jungkook had even come to his apartment knocking on his door, calling his name from outside, Taehyung stayed silent inside, holding his breath, tears in his eyes. He hated doing this. He hated hurting Jungkook, but he thought this was the only way. Maybe if he distanced himself, the feeling would fade away, but they would not. They only grow stronger. Every time his phone lit up with Jungkook's name, his heart edging. Every night he would lay in bed, holding his pillow tightly, thinking of Jungkook's smile, the sound of his laugh, the way he always made everything feel okay. He whispered into the dark, Taehyung whispering, I'm sorry, Jungkook. I just don't know what to do. The next afternoon at Taehyung's apartment, Somin was sitting on the bed watching Taehyung face back and forth in the room, a deep frown on his face. Somin, Tae, just go tell him how do you feel, Taehyung. Are you out of your mind? Somin crossed her arms and gave him a firm look. Somin, I know it sounds scary, but keeping all this inside isn't helping either. If you keep going like this, you all end up breaking your own heart. He looked down, playing with the hem of his sweater. Somin, then he is not the one. And yes, it all hurt, but at least you all know, and knowing is better than wondering forever, isn't it? I'm trying, Somin. I really am. I've been telling myself every day to stop liking him, but it's not working. His voice cracked and he turned his back to hide his watery eyes. Somin stood up and walked over to him. Somin, Thay, do you trust me? Taehyung softly. What are you saying? Somin, just answer me. Do you trust me? Taehyung turned to her slowly, eyes red. Taehyung, of course I do. You'll be my best friend, Somin. Then do what I say. Go to tell him everything. Even if he doesn't feel the same, at least you all be free from this pain. Would we rather keep hiding and hurting in silence or face it once and move on? Then I think I'd rather stay in the shadows. It feels safer there, Somin, but it's lonely there too. Thay, have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, he likes you too? Taehyung, I never thought about that. Somin, exactly. You didn't think you like him either when you first met, right? Taehyung, no, I didn't. He smiled faintly, remembering the first time he saw Jungkook turning across the school field, eyes shining with laughter. Somin, then how can you be so sure he doesn't feel the same? Taehyung sighed deeply and sat down on the bed beside her. Taehyung, I just sleep on it when I wake up tomorrow. Whatever comes first in my mind, I'll do that. Somin, for enough. But promise me you actually listen to your heart. Taehyung, I'll try. Somin stood up and packed up her bag. Somin, okay then. I'm going now. It's getting late. Don't overthink too much, alright? Taehyung, bye Somin. Somin, bye baby. And remember, you are brave than you think. She gave him a small smile and closed the door behind her. That night, Taehyung's bedroom, Taehyung lay in his bed, eyes open, staring at the ceiling. The city light outside, painting soft shadows across the room. He cleans his phone tightly in his hand, staring at Jungkook's name on the screen. Taehyung thoughts, why? Why is it so hard to let go? He closes his eyes and whispers, Taehyung, Jungkook, if you know how much I care. And he sleeps. Morning, Taehyung's apartment. Taehyung sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the floor with wild eyes. Taehyung grinned. Ah, stupid brain. Couldn't you think of not confessing? He ran his hand through his messy hair as soon as he had woke up. The very first thought in his head was, tell Jungkook, how do you feel? And ever since then, he had been questioning all his life decisions. They hung softly. Why would my brain betray me like this? He let out a deep sigh and then picked up. Later that morning, Taehyung, Somin, I'm going to do it. Somin curious. Do what? Taehyung nervous. Um, um, uh, I'm going to tell Jungkook how I feel. Somin is screaming. Yes, you go. Tae, tell him everything. Her voice echoed loudly in the corridor, and suddenly everyone nearby turned to look at them with confused, curious expression. Taehyung panicking. Yeah, stop screaming. He quickly put his hand over her mouth. Somin moved. I'm sorry. Taehyung pulled his hand back, blinked at her with shocked eyes. Taehyung a little excited. A little. By now, the entrance school probably know I'm confessing to my crush. Somin grinned. Okay, I'm sorry, but this is big. Now go, do it. Taehyung, not now. I'll do it at the end of the day. Somin pouting. Why wait? Just go now. Taehyung from no. Last class of the day, English. The door finally rang and a student rushed out of the classroom like always, ignoring the teacher as usual. Protest. The bell doesn't dismiss you, I'll do. But no one listened. Taehyung sat frozen at his desk, heart pounding, watching Jungkook pack his things slowly. This was it. No turning back. Taehyung deep breath. Okay, you can do this. He stood up and walked to Jungkook, who was zipping up his bag. Taehyung softly, Jungkook. Jungkook surprised but warm. Oh, Taehyung. Taehyung, can we talk just for a minute? Jungkook, of course. What's going on? They stood by the door as the last of the students left. The room was quiet now. Taehyung, first I want to say I'm sorry. I've been ignoring you all week. I know I'm hurt you and I feel really bad about it, but I had a reason. Jungkook heard. What the hell? I was so confused. I kept thinking I did something wrong. Taehyung, no. It's not your fault. At all, I just need to protect myself. Jungkook, from what? Taehyung, promise me you won't be mad or harsh with your words. Jungkook softly. I would never be harsh to you, Tae. I promise. Taehyung looking away. Uh, uh, I was ignoring you because I I I have feeling for you. There was a silence. Taehyung quietly. Uh, I didn't want to feel that way, but I couldn't stop. And I thought you were dating Flixie, so I tried to let go by creating distance. Jungkook gently, Taehyung, I'm not dating Flixie. I'm not dating anyone. Taehyung looked up in surprise. Taehyung, you are not? Jungkook, no, Tae. And did you say you had feeling for me, or you still do? Taehyung, I still do, but it's okay. Just give me some time and I'll try to get over it. Then we can be best friends again like before. Taehyung, Jungkook, seriously, why are you talking like that? I haven't even told you how I feel. Taehyung confused. Wait, um, do you like me? Jungkook teasing. I didn't say that. Taehyung heart dropping. Oh, Jungkook smiled softly, but I didn't say I didn't like you either. Taehyung, what does that mean? Jungkook stepping closer, eyes full of emotion. It means I like you too, Taehyung, a lot. You were just too busy wanting me to notice. Taehyung eyes widened. Wait, what? You like me? Jungkook laughing softly. Yes, I thought I made it obvious, but I guess you were too blind to see it. Taehyung, I didn't expect this. I didn't even know what to do now. Jungkook grinned. I tell you what to do. Be mine. Let me be yours. Taehyung heart racing. He looked into Jungkook's eyes, warm and shining just for him. Taehyung whispering, yes, 1,000 times yes. Jungkook pulled him into a gentle hug, resting his chin on Taehyung's shoulders. Jungkook, softly, no more hiding, okay? Taehyung smiling against his shoulders. No more hiding. As they walk home together, their hands went against each other a few times before. Jungkook gently his finger with Taehyung blushing. You are holding my hand now, Jungkook. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. Taehyung smiled sadly. Me too. And just like that, the heavy walls between them melted, replaced by a soft warmth neither of them wanted to let go of.